start by spraying my face with this super romantic smelling rose water. Then I'm going to prep my skin with this Angel Veil primer. This is going to smooth out my skin before foundation and fill in some pores. The foundation I'm using today is this Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay All Day Foundation in the color Dawn 2W1. I just dot it all over my face, and then I'm going to buff it out with this e.l.f. buffing brush. I really like this brush for my foundation. I've been using it lately with all my foundations, and it looks really good, really smooth, and full coverage. So to make sure that our contour does not go anywhere, we are first going to cream contour. I'm using this Wet n Wild contouring stick and apply it in all my contour areas, and I'm buffing it out with this Real Techniques stippling brush. It looks a little heavy and kind of weird at first. That's because my skin has been really dry, which is really strange. And here I'm drinking a little Mexican drink. I think it's called Topo Chico Preparado. Super friggin' delicious. But anyways, back to blending this cream contour. So now I'm going to highlight the high points of my face with this Makeup Revolution concealer that's supposed to be a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. This was the very first time that I used this concealer, and I really liked it. If you want me to do a comparison video to the why do I keep saying Tarte Shape Tape, I can do that for you. Let me know in the comments, because this was the first time I used this concealer, and I've actually never used the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I have it and I've never used it, so if I make a comparison video, it would be a totally non-biased, comparison, because it'll be the first time that I actually use it. So I'm just going to brighten up my face with this concealer. It's really high coverage, and this is in the color C6, and I'm also cleaning up underneath my contour with this. Now I'm going to set underneath my eyes with this Maybelline Fit Me Loose powder, and I'm going to let that sit there for a while I set the rest of my face. To set the rest of my face, I'm going to use this Stay Matte Setting Powder, and I'm just going to be dabbing that around my whole face. And I like to do this before I apply my powders, because that way they don't just stick to the wet foundation or to the cream contour that we applied, and it'll be a lot smoother and it won't look so splotchy. You can also just wait for your foundation to completely set, but this helps it also. So now I'm just going to dust off that stuff from underneath my eyes, and we're going to move on to bronzing. I'm going to use the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I'm going to be bronzing up the outer portions of my face, and then I'm going to be contouring later. Once I've contoured my nose, I like to set the bridge of my nose with the loose setting powder, and that really helps make the contour look super sharp and clean. I just leave it on there for a tiny bit, dust it off later. So now I'm going to contour with this Wet n Wild contouring palette. I'm just going to place a little bit on the back part of my cheekbones, and then blend it out with a stippling brush. And now I'm cleaning up underneath with loose powder again and letting it sit there for a tiny bit. I'm also going to bake around my mouth so that we don't get any creases with our Valentine's Day kisses. And now it's time to shine for a man, girl. We are going to use this Rosé palette. Use Gabdel for 10% off. And we're going to pop the color Champagne. Pop Champagne onto our cheekbones. I love this highlighting palette. Obviously, it's a dupe for the ABH Nicole Guerrero palette. It's super pigmented, high quality palette. And now I'm going to put on some blush. This is the Tarte blush, the 12-hour blush. So this blush is not going anywhere. I like it because it's matte and it's a subtle color. I don't want too much. Now I'm just dusting off our bake, and we're moving on to the brows. I'm using this e.l.f. pomade for my brows because I don't want my brows to go anywhere. You know, powders can just dust off or brow pencils can smear. And this was the first time that I used this little, you know, eyebrow cream, whatever it's called. This is in the color medium brown, by the way. And at first I didn't really like the color because it's a more cool tone than what I usually wear, but I actually liked the color. I think it matched my hair pretty well. It was really easy to apply and it looked pretty natural. I've always been scared about pomades looking too heavy, but I actually really liked it. So use a pomade so your brows don't go anywhere, girlfriend. Now we're going to use this Aphrodite palette. Yes! I really wanted to use this palette because of their names. So first I'm going to take the color Koi and I'm just going to dust this all over the lid, all over the eye area pretty much, because this is just kind of setting the concealer that I have on my eyelids. And then we're going to take the color Admire and we're going to place this on top, not on top, above our crease. And this is going to be our transition color. This eyeshadow look is really super simple, just 3 colors. They're all matte. It's really easy to do. I think anyone can do this, and these colors in this eyeshadow palette blend very easily. So now I'm taking the color Romance on a smaller brush and I'm placing this into the crease and also on the outer V. And if you couldn't tell, this eyeshadow palette that I'm using is a dupe for the Huda Beauty palette, but it's only $10. And if you use my code GABDEL, you'll save 10%. So now we're going to pick up the color Seduction on a flat shading brush and we are going to place Seduction all over our lids. I'm just kind of tapping and smoothing it on there. As you can see, these colors have no fallout. I'm telling you, these eyeshadows are a dream. They're super easy to work with, super easy to blend. Recreate this look, girl. You're going to be looking so fine for your Valentine. So now we are just going to go in with the previous brush we were using and no product on here. And we're just going to smooth out the edges and blend the 2 colors together. Super easy. Then I'm going to take those same 2 colors, Admire and Seduction, and we're going to place that on the bottom lash line, having the darker color Seduction on our lash line. Now I'm highlighting my inner corner and also my brown bone with the same champagne highlight that we applied on our cheeks. I'm going to prep my lashes for falsies and I'm using the Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I like to wear this when I'm going to wear falsies because it doesn't give me much length, but it helps to lift up my eyelashes and kind of blends in better with the lashes. These are the lashes that we're wearing today. These are faux mink lashes from Eyelure. I'll have them listed down below. I don't know the name, but they look so beautiful. And I asked my hubby about them. I said, what do you think about these lashes? And quote unquote, he said, they look sexy as hell. So get yourself some sexy lashes, girl. I love these because they're super flirty and soft and they're just beautiful. I love it. And now for the lips, I'm going to be lining my lips with this Giordano lip liner. Again, I don't know the name, but I'll have all the products listed down below. And then I'm going to use a Rimmel Matte Liquid Lipstick. And like I showed in the beginning of the video, this is like really kiss-proof, and I actually tested it out. I also told him, hey, babe, come over here, kiss me. Let me see if this makeup really is kiss-proof, and it was kiss-proof. It had a little bit of transfer, but not very much. And of course, for Valentine's Day, you're going to need the All-Nighter Setting Spray, okay? And we're going to shine even brighter for our man so he only sees us, no one else. And we are done with this makeup look, girl. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was my first video of 2018. I hope you subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and turn on the ring bell notifications so you are updated every time that I upload. See you guys next time. Bye.